Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Sorry I am a day late with this. I had a lot of work in my real job yesterday, and also I had my watch party for my patrons, so thank you to everyone who came to that. If you're interested in joining my Patreon, it's just like a smaller, more exclusive group that we talk about everything, and I also do watch parties, vlogs, everything like that. So the link will be down in the description box if you want to check that out. And also on my social media, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any content. And let's get right into Station 19, episode 6. This was the Thanksgiving episode, and we are on break for, I believe, 3 weeks now, and then we come back for 2 episodes, and then we're on a really long break, and they don't come back till February this year. So we are getting a Christmas episode though, so we'll look forward to that. And let's get right into the video.
Here with Auntie Maya. Oh yeah, oh, you're fine. You're fine. Just just
Maya's like,
keep wearing a tape.
Okay, but why is it the woman gets left with the baby like it's the 1950s, huh? Can you guys watch her?
I've got my own babysitting gig today.
oh Lord, Maya looks like she is a mix of like nervous, scared, shocked. So I mean, I'm getting the impression she hasn't really been around a lot of kids, and I have friends who they didn't hold a baby until they had a baby. So I guess it's just different. Like, I have always been comfortable with kids and always been, babysitting since like I was a kid. And my brother, who's 15 years younger than me, he's like my son. Like, my mum died when he was very young, so I've looked after him all his life. But also I have a huge family with like cousins and things, so we're always, minding kids and stuff like that. And although it's not something I want for myself, but I'm hope I don't sound too arrogant saying this, but I'm really good with kids, and I always say, like, to my cousins and stuff, their kids like love when I babysit or love when I come over, because I don't have kids all the time, so I come over for a few hours, do all that fun stuff, and then I get to go home, so that's why it's kind of easy to be good with kids when you don't have your own, because you just get to do all the fun stuff,
What? Potty?
Body.
Okay, let's go to the Let's go to the bathroom. Yep. Oh God.
Nightmare.
Oh my God.
Savior.
Oh, help! She's leaking.
Give it to me.
She is so lucky Carina walked in at that right moment. As if she normally, she's always obviously happy and thrilled to see her beautiful, stunning wife. But when she saw her then, she was probably like, yes.
Hello, Bella. Should we get changed?
Oh God, it smells so bad.
That's right. Everybody's poo-poo stinks. Even Maya's.
How are you so good at this?
You never babysit? Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I had friends with kids.
No, why?
Carina's shocked.
What?
Nothing. It just explains a lot about your personality. Once you spend a lot.
Of course, I'm sure this episode, by the time we get to the end of it, this whole spending time with the kid will be, I'm sure by the end of this, Maya's going to be saying yes to having kids. So, a common complaint that I have, Maya and Carina aren't in tons of this episode. The middle chunk, they're like not in it at all. So I know a lot of people say this, and I have said this pretty much every episode this season. It's just I'm frustrated how little they're in it, and I think a lot of people feel that way because they do use them a lot in marketing and stuff like that, and I still don't think that they've totally figured out what they're gonna do with Carina. Like I said last week, there are these flitting moments where I'm like, yes, you're incorporating her into the storyline. She's not just Maya's wife. Like you're doing it. You're really doing it. And then nothing comes of it. So I still think they need to work on it and tweak some things. And I'm sure at the end of this episode that they're gonna say they're gonna try have kids or something, because obviously it's not as easy as like heterosexual people, but you know, a lot of people do not have an easy time having kids. That's not just something because they're a same-sex couple. I know tons and tons of heterosexual people who've had to go through IVF or testing, or they just try for years, or they try and you know, they have miscarriages and things. So it's definitely something a lot of people can relate to. So I wonder how much they're gonna show us of like them. I mean, I'm already counting my chickens here. They haven't even said that they're gonna have kids, but I'm sure they will. And I wonder if they're gonna show us the full journey thing, or whether we're just going to get little like snippets, because that could also be a big chunk of their storyline. And while it's not something I'm super interested in, to be honest, but I'm fine if we're going to get more Maya and Carina. So if this is the way they have to do it to give them more screen time, then okay. But all of that to say, here Carina's like obviously talking about her brother.
Like you can get air in your lungs, like nothing will ever be okay again, like you will never feel joy again. So you try to push it down, you try not to feel it. And the awful irony is that the further you push it down, the longer it stays. You're crying and laughing and screaming and dancing, it lets it out of your body. And you need it out of your body because when it comes out, it makes room for light.
Smoke? Oh my God.
No.
Jesus Christ, through the fire station.
It's locked.
It was such a clean instead of big. Come on.
Oh my God. Honestly, I feel as though there should be a bit more referencing of Carina's brother and things like that. And even on Grace, like they never really even mention him anymore. And obviously it's a Grey's Anatomy universe, you know, there is scores and scores of people who've passed away, but Carina as well, like she was so close with her brother. And I think that what she said there was just so right. Like there's so many people, like my family, everybody, like the older generation would always say, oh, you put your feelings in a box and then you close the box and you bury the box. And it's like, yeah, that's all good and well, but people's boxes be exploding randomly and causing chaos because you can't just push your feelings down. And everything Carina said there is completely right. And you know, she knows that because she went through that. And yeah, I think that in those moments too, you see what an amazing actress she is. So I wish that they would give her a bit more, because she really is fantastic, and I don't think she gets enough recognition of that. There's not really any significance here. I just wanted to show them being adorable in the group shots of them eating dinner.
It was a lot for everyone.
Yeah, it was a disaster.
Calling it now. This is going to be what she says. She's like good to go now with kids.
It's a pretty beautiful one.
It was. And we're all in pain and heartbroken. And yet, when there was a child in the building, we were all fine. When there was a child in my arms in the middle of it all, I was fine. Let's have a baby.
Sorry, what?
I want to have a baby.
Okay.
I've been thinking this whole time that I need to stick to some plan. But plans don't work.
Accurate.
People die. Families fall apart. Let's have a baby.
Carina's thrilled.
Yes.
Okay, so those were the scenes, Maya and Carina scenes from Station 19 this week. And as I said, I'm not super invested in them having a kid, but at the end of the day, I love the couple, I love the actresses, I love the characters. So if it means more Maya and Carina on my screen, I'm good with that. And I'm hoping that this opens up a bit more storyline for them, because I still think they're getting the short end of the stick here with even just screen time. Like, they're really not in a ton of the episodes, and I you know, it's an ensemble show, I know all that, and I still wish that we were getting a little more of Carina on Grace if we're not going to have her so much in Station 19, but that doesn't really make sense because she's a regular on Station 19. So yeah, I still think they have some tweaking and fixing of things to do, but more Maya and Carina, that's the bottom line for me. So let me know your thoughts on the episode. Let me know what you're going to do with yourself now that we have a couple of weeks until hiatus, and then we only have 2 episodes this year, and then we have a really long break until February. So I'll be covering stuff in the meantime, and the 1st of December I am starting my advent calendar, which is where I release a video every single day in December, so you don't want to miss out on that, as there'll be Maya and Carina, Callie in Arizona, lots of other lovely lady videos. So make sure you're following me on social media. If you want to check out my Patreon or my merch store, you can click the links in the description box down below. And I also am going to be live on Monday and Saturday this week, because I won't be live tonight, so pop on by to that if you can. And as always, make sure to stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.